Good afternoon, this is Sarah, your carnivore for life in the UK. I haven't got that much energy today because I went to a party last night. The trouble with going to parties is that everyone I know is having their 50th birthday party, so everyone's a bit knackered the day after, but it only happens about once every 6 months and you only live once. I just want to introduce you to my flock. Now that our wonderful government has allowed me to let my chickens out, and of course I trust the government implicitly on everything they say and do. Isn't that right, Muesli? Nugget is in agreement that we should always trust our government and everything they say, and to only let the chickens out when they say. Isn't that right? I haven't been keeping tabs on it all, but I just happened to watch the news. No, I didn't watch the news. I was in somebody else's vehicle this week and they just happened to have the news on, so I was forced to listen to it. And apparently they're now saying we can have our chickens out. Isn't that nice, Elvis? Hey? I'm just cleaning out their coop. I can now do a full introduction to my little homestead project now that the government, who are completely and utterly trustworthy in every way and every single thing they do, have said we can now let our chickens into the garden. My chickens do love me, honestly. I'm just going to press pause while I move into their area. Having chickens is amazing, but you don't really get any grass when you have chickens. This used to be grass, which is quite funny. But we love our chickens and we love their eggs, and we don't really care about the grass, do we, Elvis? Huh? Why do we get chickens? Because in this house we like to choose for ourselves what we eat, what we do, when we do it, and as long as we're not harming anybody else with our actions, we are free human beings. And that includes feeding the children. And feeding the children means being able to get nutritious food as and when we need it. And I don't like the idea of going to a supermarket. Well, I don't like the idea of that at all, but if you have to go in there for eggs, I don't like the idea that they're being rationed. I don't like the thought of any food being rationed because that makes me think we're in some kind of war. But let's not be controversial. I completely trust all of the world's governments in all of our decisions that we make in our life. Hey, what do you think? We've got 4 chickens that all look the same. For the Walking Dead fans out there, all of our new chickens are Negan. They're just all Negan. This one is Major. Hi, Major. And this one is Jezza. We on a good week we can get as many as 63 eggs because we have 9 laying hens and they're all laying every day. They spend a lot of time broody, but it does concern me that other people get to tell me how I eat and how my family eat. I am very, very concerned that the powers that shouldn't be don't want us to eat meat. I wonder why we're not allowed to eat meat, Nugget. What do you think? Yeah. I wonder what the viewers are watching the camera and watching this video thinking. Because nobody gets to tell me that I can't eat my meat. And that we can't have eggs. And for those of you with your eyes wide open and your ears wide open, you will know that the powers that shouldn't be have been trying to put us off meat for a long, long time. And it does concern me where they're going to push this. How far are they willing to push us into being scared of eating meat? Because it has to be our choice, guys. They can't really take cash away from us unless we choose it. And they can't really take meat away from us unless we let them. They can't take eggs away unless we actually let them do it. And I am frustrated with the people that just say, I'll just go with the flow. I will just go with the flow. I just do as I'm told and I just go with the flow. That concerns me a lot. That Negan over there just found a lovely worm, didn't you, honey? Nice worm. And nobody told you couldn't have it, did they? No. You didn't put the news on the TV last night and they were doing a documentary about how worms are going to give you heart attacks. No. You just knew you wanted that worm and you ate it, didn't you? Yeah? Yeah. Our 4 new chickens are extremely cheeky, aren't you? I'm trying to clean out their coop, but they've spent more time in there while I'm cleaning it than when I'm not. Hey? What do you reckon? Yeah, so this video really is going to be entitled The War on Nutrition again, part 2. No, I'm not saying there's any conspiracy out there. No. There is no conspiracy. Because meat is so dangerous for us, isn't it? And eggs are so very dangerous for us. And if we stop eating them, then I'm fairly sure that the planet, well, it's going to be fine if we don't eat them, isn't it? Because, of course, eating eggs and eating beef is what's making the planet blow up. We're all going to be dead by next week, aren't we? Don't watch the news, guys. Oh, no. This little Negan over here. Anyway, having chickens is great fun. Really, really great fun. It is hard work. We have 3 chickens now that are constantly going broody. So they have to go into a special anti-broody cage overnight and that sorts them out. By the morning they're happy to carry on doing their normal chicken business. Normal chicken business? Yeah. Anyway. But I don't like people going with the flow. One thing that really aggravates me is when people say, I've got nothing to hide. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm going with the flow. I think that's really dangerous. Because if you are willing to do as you're told, every time you're told, I mean, what's this emergency alert thing that we've got coming through on our phones in the UK this afternoon? I've switched mine off. My family have all got theirs switched off. We are not interested in anything. I mean, I'm sure the government are completely trustworthy. I have no reason to think they're not trustworthy, but I don't want the government sending me a message through at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning telling me I've got to stay at home because there's a typhoon coming through. If there's a fire bad enough that's going to engulf my house, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to smell it. And if not, that's my responsibility, nobody else's. Our government is not responsibility for my health, my happiness, or my safety. And the government doesn't get to tell me how much meat I eat. And the government doesn't tell me how many eggs I get to buy or eat. And all the while I have a rooster and 9 happily laying hens, 3 of which would love to have more babies if we let them. I think we're going to be fine. And anyway, I'm going to sign off now. I'm not going to show you what I look like because after a party, I don't look that good. You'd be pleased to know though, in relation to the party, I drank sparkling water. I had some, some deli meats. I've had some deli meats. I didn't stick to just plain beef last night. I did have some salami and prosciutto, that kind of stuff. But I didn't eat anything with any significant carbs in it, and I danced all night long. And I am fully carnivorous today, moving forwards, and very, very happy. Still not having any caffeine, still not having any dairy, still not having any sweeteners. So, before it rains, I'm going to finish off my job of sorting out my coop. And you have a great day, guys, and fight. Please fight for your right to live as a sovereign being. Please fight for your right to eat meat. Don't just sit back and hope that you're going to get it, always have it, and always get your eggs. Fight for it. Be noisy, even if it means you lose a few friends on the way. Because I'm sure the government are totally trustworthy, but just to be sure, stand up for yourself. And stay safe in your own way, not in the way other people think you should. Take care, guys. Have a great day. Bye.